right, let's practice writing our letter W's. Practice along with me at home with whatever you have to write on. Paper, pencil, marker, whiteboard, use your finger in the sky, whatever you've got. We're going to practice the lowercase letter, the uppercase letter, and then we're going to write a sentence. Now, we can write the letter W with straight lines or with curved lines, especially the lowercase one, but we're going to write with straight lines today. All right, we ready? Let's write the lowercase letter W. That's loud.
When you draw the walrus wells with wild and wavy water, whiz down and up and then whiz down and up again. When you draw the walrus wells with wild and wavy water, whiz down and up and then whiz down and up again.
Okay, when we write our letter W, we don't need to pick our pen up at all. We basically are writing the letter V twice, right? Down, up, down, up. Sometimes you will see the letter W curved, like two-letter U's, double U. Either way is fine. But your lowercase w should stay below that airplane line, below that skyline, either way you write it. And make sure you're writing it this way and not this way, otherwise it starts looking like another letter, right? So Walter Walrus has to keep his water in his wells. Don't flip him upside down. Now we also need to practice writing our capital letter W's, right? We see capital letter W's at the start of sentences that start with a W word or in names or places or important events like the day of the week, Wednesday, or in the last part of Miss Bache-Wiig's name, right? So let's practice our capital letter W's. These ones, when we write them, we usually write them with straight lines only. So this one is just this curvy W is only for lowercase. All right, let's practice our capital letters.
When Walter Walrus wants big wells, he takes a deep breath and he swells. So whiz down and up and then whiz down and up again. When Walter Walrus wants big wells, he takes a deep breath and he swells. So whiz down and up and then whiz down and up again.
Okay, the only difference you might see sometimes with the Walter Walrus is that sometimes this middle middle flipper won't come all the way to the top. Just like when we do a capital M, sometimes you will see a capital M that's third wheel doesn't touch, that middle wheel doesn't touch the ground. Either way is fine. Either way is still a letter W. All right, so the only difference between the lowercase w and the capital W is the size, right? He just takes a big deep breath. So we start at the cloud line, we go to the grass line, cloud line, grass line, cloud line. Down, up, down, up, down, up, right? Straight lines, diagonal lines. Nice work. Okay. So when we are writing, let's write a sentence that has both our capital letter W's and our lowercase w's in it so we can get a little practice with both. Let's write the sentence, Walter Walrus waves to a white whale. Walter Walrus waves to a white whale. Think we can do it? Walter Walrus waves to a white whale. All right, let's start with his name. So we need a capital W. We need an A here. Walt. We need Ernest who makes that sound ER. Walter Walrus. So we need a space and then another capital W for the second part of his name. We need an A here again. His name, his first and second part of his name start with that W-A-L. Walter Walrus. Sammy Snake. Walter Walrus waves, so space, wave, lowercase w, Mr. A, v. Now to make Mr. A say his name, we need a magic E. Waves sounds like a Z, but it's a sleepy Sammy. Walter Walrus waves to, so leave a space, and then t. Ooh, O is making that ooh sound. Walter Walrus waves to, come down, A, easy, white, so we need another lowercase w, and then the word white has a silent H here. Walter Walrus and Harry Hatman come together quite a bit in words, and usually Harry Hatman is just standing silently because Walter Walrus is splashing him, and he gets so surprised that he's speechless, that he doesn't have anything to say. There's one word where Harry Hatman splashes him back. We'll talk about that. Walter Walrus waves to a white, so we've got our WH, Harry Hatman staying silent. We need Mr. I, white. And then to make Mr. I say his name, we need a magic E on the end. Walter Walrus waves to a white. Now we need the word whale. So we need another lowercase w, another silent H, A, Mr. A, whale, Lucy Lamplight, and then to make Mr. A say his name, we need a magic E on the end. Walter Walrus waves to a white whale. Period. Nice work. Write me the sentence, illustrate the sentence, and then send me a picture when you're done. Nice job.